IC 74181 has two select lines. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is false. Plug and play is a hardware specification. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. If the absolute value of a number is less than decimal 1, the sign of exponent in floating point representation is A 0, B negative, C 0 or negative, D positive. The correct answer is 0 or negative. Which of the following is not a library string function in C? A strlen, B strcpy, C strup, D strbig. The correct answer is strbig. An instruction using immediate addressing mode in 8085 is A 2 bytes long, B 3 bytes long, C 2 or 3 bytes long, D 1 or 2 or 3 bytes long. The correct answer is 1 or 2 or 3 bytes long. Consider the following statements about 8085. A 1 and 3 only, B 3 and 4 only, C 1 and 2 only, D 2 only. The correct answer is 1 and 3 only. Consider the directive TDS105. This directive A directs the assembler to reserve a sequence of 105 bytes in the memory. B directs the assembler to reserve a sequence of 105 bits in the memory. C directs the assembler to reserve a sequence of consecutive 105 bytes in the memory. D directs the assembler to reserve a sequence of consecutive 105 bits in the memory. The correct answer is directs the assembler to reserve a sequence of consecutive 105 bytes in the memory. Which of the following is not a valid logical expression in Pascal? AAB, BAB, CAB, DAB. The correct answer is AB. Which of the following instructions in 8085 does not belong to data transfer group? A LDA add, B STA add, C XCHG, D sub R. The correct answer is sub R. As compared to operating current, the current drawn by a memory chip in standby mode is A about the same, B about 1/8, C about 1/64, D about 1/500. The correct answer is about 1/8. Which characteristic of a memory chip is called AC characteristics? A power consumption, B bus loading, C timing characteristic, D all of the above. The correct answer is timing characteristic. Which of the following alphanumeric characters is not allowed in BASIC? A capital letters A to Z, B lowercase letters a to Z, C digits 0 to 9, D special characters etc. The correct answer is special characters etc. A machine cycle has one clock cycle. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is false. Which is not a valid dimension statement? A dimension cat 1020, B dimension bat 3020, C dimension carc 10, D dimension bat 105. The correct answer is dimension carc 10. For disk partitioning at DOS command is A F disk, B H disk, C a disk, D D disk. The correct answer is F disk. In 8085 the instruction MOV A is an example of A direct addressing, B immediate addressing, C register addressing, D register indirect addressing. The correct answer is register indirect addressing. Consider the following statements. A. Both are true. B. Both are false. C. 1 is true and 2 is false. D. 1 is false and 2 is true. The correct answer is both are true. In computers, the size of secondary memory is usually much larger than that of primary memory. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. In 8085, A. All operations are on 8-bit data. B. Majority of operations are on 8-bit data. C. All operations are on 8-bit or 4-bit data. D. Either A or C. The correct answer is majority of operations are on 8-bit data. Which of the following directives in 8085 causes 2 bytes to be reserved in the memory? A. DS. B. DB. C. DW. D. EQU. The correct answer is DW. In 8086, the flag which enables or disables external interrupts is A. If. B. DF. C. TF. D. CF. The correct answer is if. The language PLI has A. 1 character set having 60 characters. B. 1 character set having 48 characters. C. 1 character set having 60 characters and another character set having 48 character. D. None of the above. The correct answer is 1 character set having 60 characters. DOS has a command named directory. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is false. In floating point representation, decimal number 13.5 is A. 1101.1, B. 1.1011x23, C. 0.11011x24, D. 11.011x22. The correct answer is 0.11011x24. Assume that x7, the Java operation xx, means that final value of x is A7, B1, C6, D6. The correct answer is 1. For most static RAM, the write pulse width should be at least A10 ns, B60 ns, C300 ns, D1s. The correct answer is 60 ns. The chip 8257 is A. Programmable interrupt controller, B. Programmable DMA controller, C. Programmable peripheral interface, D. None of the above. The correct answer is Programmable DMA controller. Both ROM and RAM can be accessed randomly. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. Windows have a user-friendly program called Front Page Express for creating web pages. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. The number of pins in microprocessor 8086 is A. 30, B. 40, C. 50, D. 60. The correct answer is 40. The input to ALU are the contents of accumulator and temporary register. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. In supercomputers, the extra level of primary memory is generally called A. Solid-state device, B. Single-stage device, C. Digital-state device, D. Surface-stage device. The correct answer is solid-state device. Parity means the same as positive or negative number. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is false. In memory, mapped I/O means that an input or output device is treated by the microprocessor as one memory location. B. Input or output devices are treated as distinct. C. An address on the address bus may refer either to a memory location or to an I/O device. D. None of the above. The correct answer is an input or output device is treated by the microprocessor as one memory location. Consider the following symbols for arithmetic operators for integers. A 1, 2, and 4 only. B all. C 1, 2, 3 only. D 1 and 4 only. The correct answer is all. Which of the following read statements is correct in Fortran 77? A. Read honey II15. B. Read honey II15. C. Read honey II15. D. Read honey II15. The correct answer is read honey II15. Which of the following is a valid integer variable in Fortran 77? A. Kilometer. B. km1. C. Delhi. D. 318. The correct answer is kilometer. 8255 has 3 8-bit ports ABC for peripheral data transfer. For programming 8255A, these ports are grouped as A. Port A with port B. B. Port A with 4 most significant ports of C. Port B with 4 least significant ports of C. C. Port A with port C. D. None of the above. The correct answer is port A with 4 most significant ports of C. Port B with 4 least significant ports of C. Right is A. Word processor. B. Line editor. C. Text editor. D. Column editor. The correct answer is word processor. The number of keywords in C is A. 4. B. 8. C. 16. D. 32. The correct answer is 32. In which of the following 8085 instructions no condition flags are affected? A. INXRP. B. INRR. C. SPI data. D. INRM. The correct answer is INXRP. A high-level language is less efficient than machine language. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. In the dimension statement dimension A5050 K100100, the total number of locations reserved will be A. 2500. B. 1 lakh. C. 1,25,000. D. 2,50,000. The correct answer is 1,25,000. If IJK13, then in Fortran 1/10 January 2010 10J54K2 is equal to A. 8. B. 7. C. 6. D. 5. The correct answer is 8. The first row of the window is called title bar. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true.